Good evening. Voters have hit Anthony Albanese with a sledgehammer. His budget now the most unpopular since Paul Keating was Prime Minister more than 30 years ago. And both broke election promises.
The latest polls show the PM's popularity has nosedived. Voters are threatening to walk away from the major parties and barely anyone thinks they're better off.
Returning to an affordable housing project he visited just before last year's election.
That Oval wasn't here.
And last time he was here, he was promising not to change negative gearing or capital gains tax on investment properties, and now has.
Well, we've changed our position and we've explained why.
And voters don't like it, rating this the most unpopular budget since 1993, worse than Joe Hockey's horror 2014 budget.
It would surprise me more if we got some sort of bounce in the polls from the difficult decisions that we took in the budget.
This budget was an absolute stinker.
One poll now putting Angus Taylor ahead of Anthony Albanese, 33-30 as preferred Prime Minister, while News Poll shows Labor's primary vote steady at 31, One Nation climbing in second place on 27, the Coalition just 20. More troubling for the major parties, the poll sees a record 49% of voters, almost half, plan to vote for someone other than Labor or the Coalition. As a fight breaks out over increased taxes on discretionary testamentary trusts, which, unlike fixed trusts, can direct assets from deceased estates to children and others on low incomes to minimise tax.
It's a death tax by stealth, there's no doubt about that.
There's no tax on inheritances or inherited assets in the budget.
The tax rate on fixed testamentary trusts won't change.
So if it's a discretionary one, you'll be taxed more next July?
Yes.
30% on the discretionary ones.
Barnaby Joyce says there's a reason voters don't like the budget.
Because they believe that they're liars. And see, people don't believe liars.
A message that might be hard to hear. The most unpopular budget since 1993. That was when Paul Keating's government broke its promise on the LAW law tax cuts and never recovered. Now another Labor government has broken its word, this time on property taxes. There are still 2 years to go, though, before the next election. Plenty of time. But the Albanese government knows that this budget could be a turning point. If it doesn't explain itself clearly, these changes to negative gearing could become dangerously negative with voters.
Mark Riley in Canberra.